I am going to call this video Eyes, Ears, and Mouth. Why do I call it Eyes, Ear, and Mouth? Because I want people to see other people through eyes of love and not hate. How I see a person is how I'm going to act towards that person. If I see a person who might give me a problem, might be rebellious, might be violent, I see his violence, only see the violence but don't look underneath as to what causes the violence. So I want eyes to see beyond the outward appearance. I want eyes to see the real thing that's going on inside instead of all this that can be false on the outside. We know how to play the game. We've all played the game. We know what to speak and when to speak it. So I want us all to think about, how do we use our eyes? Do we use it to see the best in people? Or do we see it to promote what we want? Hate, racism, you name it. How we see a person determines how we act towards that person. The next thing is the ear. Well, our ears are to listen. Do you listen to the cries of people's hearts? Do you see what they're really saying? Understand what they're saying? Or do you just say, yeah, okay, yeah, you're right, kind of pass it on, but don't really listen? Sometimes I've done that myself, and God forgive me for that. I need to listen to the cries, the inward cries of people. And, of course, the mouth. The mouth can be very detrimental. You know the Bible? I'm going to bring the Bible. The book of James tells us how damaging our mouth is, because if we speak evil into people's lives, unfortunately, it harms them more than physically, more than sexually, because whatever is in our mind stays with us. And you know, our mind destroys us. All of the Bible, it tells us to renew our minds. Renew our minds. Don't be conformed to what the world shows you. Transform your mind. Do you transform your mind? Do you see people as people and not what's your race? What religion are you? What kind of job do you have? Oh, you're a garbage man? Well, forget it. You're like on the crap list. Oh, you're a Wall Street? You work on Wall Street? Wow, you're a broker? Wow, you're so important. What is the difference? Wherever you are important. You are important. We need to see people through eyes of love and forget about race, color, creed, religion. Forget about saying, you know, you are wrong, I'm right. That's not about it. You know what? My Bible tells me, love one another. The greatest commandment is love one another as I have loved you. He can go out and ask you, oh, what church do you go to? What religion are you? What do you believe? He didn't say that. He didn't go around condemning people. Yeah, he said what he had to say, but he didn't go on and on about it. And you know, today, we don't need to go on and on about it. We need to live what we preach. So I pray that you would be eyes that see into the hearts of man and go beyond what their parents say, because, you know what? You can be all beautiful on the outside, but really destructive on the inside. And I hope you hear the inner cries of someone's heart, listen to them, and that you give them words of encouragement to help them through it. And I pray that you have words always to speak that are good and not evil, that are helpful and not destructive. Encourage somebody. Encourage those who are the most hurtful. You know what? My students that were very violent, after they would do things and I would say to them, cut it out, they said, well, you hate me. I don't hate you. I hate what you did, so stop it. And you know what? People that grow up in houses where violence is number one, where they hear nothing but destruction in words that destroy you. You're nothing, you're nobody, you're just like your father, are good for nothing. You will not succeed. That lives with them and molds them. I want to mold people wherever I am. Here in Brazil, I do the same thing. I want to mold them and say, you know what, you are important. You know what, forget about what society says or what they do or what films say. You need to be who God made you to be, a very special person. You have a lot of gifts. So do that, please. See with eyes open to see beyond their outward appearance and look deep down into the heart as to what's really going on. Listen to what they say to be able to say, well, what they're saying is not really what they're saying. And may you have words that always encourage and build up and not destroy. Let's go for it.